What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the channel. We are in the great out of doors for once in a while.
Finally.
It's actually like decently warm today. We're sitting at 45 degrees, high of 58. It's raining a little bit, but we're here to fish. There's a stretch of a river, which I won't call out, behind me. We got a beautiful stretch of a river here behind us that we're going to be fishing in just a little bit. Before we do that, we wanted to unbox some new things in case we want to use them on the river for this trip today. Some of those things are nets, and they're pretty dang cool. We'll take a closer look in a second. And then we've got a box from the Hookup Tackle. It's our first of the quarterly subscription. Yeah, that's what that is. Is a $200 every 3-month subscription.
That's the smallest $200 box.
I was a little upset at the size of the box, but we'll wait and see what's inside of it in just a second because I haven't even peeked. And then we got some new baits from XZone. We got a Darkhorse box, and then we've got a speaker. People like waterproof speakers. Do you like waterproof?
Dude, this one is like the most premium. Yeah. It's sick.
Are we gonna play it when we fish? Though?
No,
exactly. So
I've already been partying with it. I did a huge job in the yard yesterday. I had the thing rolling.
Oh, nice. All right.
Oh yeah. So, neighbors are upset.
Good. All right. So let's get to unboxing this stuff because we got fishing to do and it's starting to rain. Let's go.
We're starting out with the old net. Probably one of the better logos The new net. I got it, dude. Look at this logo. So this is Broken Twigs. This is why the logo rocks. So you get the net, and then you get the broken hockey stick, the twig, and then the recycle logo, and it's a puck. Oh my god, the layers. The layers.
Handcrafted in not just the US of A, but in Michigan, which is really freaking cool.
Murder mitten.
Grip taped up the end here, very grippy there. The actual whole stick is also grippy.
Yeah, so this one,
like
a little tacky, right? Because when you're playing hockey, you want to have a little grip on your stick.
A little grippy grip, and now you got a net fish.
Hold it like a baseball bat. I love that.
Hey, buddy, bring it in, bring it in. Bring it in. No, turn the head.
No, I don't want
the
head. So a couple of things I want to call out about the net. First of all, they didn't forget about you. So us fishermen, you know, we're going to lose stuff in the old kayak. So you get a clip there so you can attach a little something to it. So you, if you do drop it, it's still attached to your kayak. It does float, which is, to me, one of the main benefits like that you have to have if you're going to be a kayak fishing net.
We tested that on video. It looks like this.
Wait for me! Yeah!
If the nets don't float, I can't do it. Because what am I? I am nothing if not ignorant. And I will absolutely lose a net.
We had fun.
I was giggling like a child. You get the metal hoop here, and then you get the old basket rubber net. Word of caution though, if you get a pike,
it's dead.
Be prepared. Be prepared to be careful because they can, a little snot rocket will shoot right through these. But for a bass, you're in a great spot. They come in a lot of different lengths. They even have some combo packages. They're anywhere from like $100 to $140-ish for like the individual nets, which shockingly, if I expected these to be more expensive, I think they're right in line, if not in the middle of the road for like a nicer net. And I will tell you, they do feel like the nicer nets. So this is my new standard, 100%.
Same. You'll see it on our boats. All right, next up, got a couple of new lures from XZone. This is the Stealth series. Check that out. All right. So XZone just dropped this Stealth Finesse series. These are pretty freaking cool little lures. They actually have a tube as well. I left it in my kayak. My bad. It looks like, wait.
Oh,
here's the tube. It looks like this. It's very small.
And it comes with terminal to match.
And it comes with a small tube jig to fit it, which is cool.
Well, so one thing, this is the Stealth Creature. This might be my favorite, and this color is like a goby. This is like Great Lakes moneymaker. Purple and copper flake with the old pearl bottom, and then the green pumpkin on top, a little clear. But it's only 2.75 inches. Like that is a finesse. They
come in these little slim trays, which is really nice. The Creature is like an open tray. The craw is a molded tray, and here is the craw.
Take care of your little craws.
Yeah, you gotta keep those claws, Steve.
That's so cool.
There's the craw up close. That looks pretty neat. I like the appendages on that. Good shape to it. Also, scented a little bit.
Yeah, they do have a
gentle scent. This color is pretty neat. It's like green pumpkin, blue, and purple. That's pretty nuts.
But you get a little straight tail right there. You're gonna have to pop the nose off. I don't think you want that. But these are gonna be
Squidward.
Like it kind of does. A really cool, cool drop shot option there for you, and the slime from the juice.
Yeah, that's what I was.
It's legit.
I saw that. And I was like, okay, these are scented.
They're heckin' scented.
Yeah. It's a subtle scent though. It's not like a lot of the JDM baits we
No.
get that you just like you want to hurl.
No,
when you
not at
smell
all.
them.
These are really cool though,
Yep.
and I think what I like about these is like XZone's always going to be middle of the road on price. You don't get the Elas Techie, and you don't get like the Great Lakes Finesse,
They
like
won't hold
neutral
up forever,
buoyancy and
but-
stuff. But for ultra light and like BFS, I think these could be a lot of fun.
Yep.
And for honestly a Michigan river / stream, these are going to crush. So
Yep.
can't wait to test them out. I've heard nothing but good things, so I'm excited.
Neat. So we're super late on this, but we have the March Darkhorse box from our buddies Zach and Josh over at Darkhorse. And we've got a couple of lures here I think we're going to be using today.
I saw this and I was
There's
like,
one.
"You're coming with me."
You coming with me.
3.5 inch,
Yeah.
the Vixen swim bait. And yeah, I was like, this is like, look at this pack. You want to talk about packing them,
slim and trim.
packing them up tight?
Somatis
Dude,
baits.
what are we you kidding? There's 4, 1, 2, 3. Wait, there's 7, 8
That's a
paddle tails.
huge
What? Are you
one,
kidding me? What an absolute banger.
I like the way they package it too. There's like
yeah,
3
that's what I'm saying.
horizontally there and then 4,
crushed
5
it.
horizontally there.
My
Jeez.
little swim bait
Yeah.
Bible, open it right up. I'm
So-
excited to fish that one for sure.
Real quick, because everybody always asks, freeze frame. There's your brands. There's what you're getting. There's the pricing.
Yep.
Next up, we got a Square Billy Boy, which is perfect for the river days. So,
Wait, the name?
so this one's called the Alpheus 1.5.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I don't hate it at all. Come on out, buddy. There we go. Ooh, I
Yeah.
like this color
Dude,
too.
for the river
A
today.
little translucent with a flash of blue there.
Hand-
Little gilly guy.
So what we really
I
like
like
to see
it.
is their, you know, the whole thing with Darkhorse is that they're going to have American-based businesses. They're going to try and support those smaller businesses where, like great, in this case, painters, right? So this is hand-painted by Knockout Baits. And yeah, they freaking knocked it out. As you can see, the paint color is sick. And this is a good one for clear water. So today we got clear water. We fishing.
We are. Next up, we got from Bass Dope. We've unboxed a bunch of their jigs and products here before.
I
so I'm
brought
always a fan.
3 of them with me today.
I did too. I have a bunch of finesse ball head
yes,
jigs.
I do.
Yep. So this is the Speedball Ultimate Swim Jig
The old
in purple rain.
The old speedball. Oh, dude, this is a purple box.
This is going in my boat.
No.
Dibs.
Well, fine. Then I get the swim bait.
Yep. Deal.
1/4 ounce too. Oh.
This is nuts. So yeah, 1/4 ounce is a great weight for today. Yeah, this thing it's pretty nuts, man. Little browns and purple there, a little PB&J with like fluorescent purple. If I can make this pop on camera, that'd be nice, but it's overcast day, so we're doing the best we can. So you can pair that up with a paddle tail, you throw your own micro creature baits on that.
Like the South.
Yeah, exactly. Being a 1/4 ounce, it's probably a good move. Next up, we got from J. Corwin Lures here, a creature bait in brown and purple called Darkhorse GP Purple. So it's a custom color.
That's what I was going to say. A lot of the stuff you're going to see is usually custom done for the box. So these smaller manufacturers work with Darkhorse. Darkhorse picks the colors. You know they fish, and they pick fishy colors.
Look at this crazy thing, dude.
One of a kind, bro.
That's a beast. So, I mean, on this stretch of river or buddy.
That would work today.
Yeah, it would.
Oh, yeah.
So today we're actually fishing a stretch of river with our buddy Ted, who actually guides out here. And we'll leave his link in the description below if you guys ever want to book a trip with him. We're doing a trip with him today. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I broke his arms.
Nice.
They're out.
And this is the type of thing he said has been catching them lately, just dragging creature baits. Nice and slow. So
Creature.
we could be using that.
Garlic
Last up.
anise marinade. I like the term marinade way more than I like scented.
I do
Marinade.
as well.
It says 100% bass candy, certified in the heartland. What? Let's go.
Love it. All right, the last up here, what we got is the Moneymaker spinnerbait. And this is coming from Brazol.
Crushed it.
I can't read good.
Yeah, Brazol.
Brazol.
Custom lures.
Like I said.
501 Blade Tandem Indiana, Oklahoma spinnerbait.
Oh my gosh, they stapled it like way up in the envelope.
They sure did.
Okay.
Good luck getting out of there.
Can I have this, please?
Hey, the color, bluegill color is
Yeah,
fire.
So it's actually like a green pumpkin gold. There's like shad, that typical shad silicone skirt in there with gold and brown and green. That's pretty neat. And then you got the double thump with the extra thump up
Indiana.
top. That's neat.
That's really nice.
Yeah, I like the jig head shape
That's
too.
today. That's got today written all over it.
Jig head is really neat.
Dude.
Boom. There you go. So that's a Darkhorse box from March.
But they do keep those baits on the site after the boxes drop. So let's say they have extras, those go on the site. So if there's anything left, put them, go get them yourself from the website. And also,
yes,
this is not the only box. So there are other boxes, and all of them are going to be.
There are many boxes like this. This one is mine.
But you can always go back and get next month's box. And dude,
and you should.
Yeah, these are super great. We keep showing them because they just keep being awesome.
Stop being so awesome, Darkhorse. Which flavor should I choose?
You can actually
answer in the comments below.
We'll wait.
You've never had a C4 in your life?
No.
This is a crazy Canon moment. Before we get to the hookup tackle, we've got one gear item.
These are sick.
I suppose this one's mine. Oh, is that the magnet thing?
No, you're gonna want that
mounting.
So here's the thing, you guys. This is one very small part of a larger unboxing you're gonna see later. We're working on a build, and you guys have seen us use Yak Power, the button switchers. On almost all of our kayak builds that have any electronics whatsoever in them. And we reached out, and they were cool enough to send us a bunch of stuff for our next build. That's a teaser for the next video, but they also have this. So the company is really based off of like a speaker company. And so they have these dry tunes speakers. Again, this is Yak Power. So fully waterproof. But dude, look at the freaking bumpers on the side. Let's go. And I will tell you, these are loud proud.
Yeah.
They get after it. You can power it on right now. It's got a 50% charge. Hold it. Hold it.
Power on.
Ha! Knew it.
Single listener mode.
That's what you want.
Bluetooth mode.
You want that too. While Jeff's trying to figure out Bluetooth because he's 100.
What?
It's a joke. See this big, huge circle thing at the bottom? It actually comes with a little metal plate, little circular disc. You actually screw that into...
Successful.
He figured it out.
Pretty
connected.
quick.
And so what you can do is you can actually put this like on your kayak, on like you could screw it into the wood or whatever of like any vessel you want.
We would play it, but there's copyright laws.
So just pretend like you could hear that.
You heard that music. It was great.
I'll do some videos for Instagram and stuff, but yeah, it's cool because it does have that magnetic base. So you can just plop it somewhere and do what you need to do. If it ever falls off, you just pick it up, shake it off, keep playing. Yeah, if you splash on it or whatever, not a big deal. River trip, safe, and dude, it's banger. Mine is orange, and I love it.
Power off.
There it is. They crush those, and then Yak Power, as you guys know, you guys have seen us. We've been using them for years, so it just makes sense.
Okay, last up,
the Coupe de Grasse.
The Coupe de Grasse.
What?
All right, so we're gonna go through the hookup tackle box now. This is again a $200 subscription. It is the bento box. Now it's quarterly, and their claim to fame for this one, their value proposition, if you will, is that you're gonna get custom drop colors. And we're going to put that to the test. Now, I can say, before Paul shows you any of these baits, there was definitely some controversy about this box on Facebook. Yeah. We're going to decide how we feel about it. Now, we are not megabass connoisseurs.
What's the controversy?
JDM connoisseurs. So if we look at this and we're like, this color is really neat, it's simply our novice in this area.
I'm not a collector for sure.
Exactly. So,
I'm the opposite. I'm a donator to wherever I'm fishing.
we like to play devil's advocate and look at both sides. I think that the Hookup Tackle is doing really cool things where they're providing this potential for collectors and people who actually want to fish these products, which is important. So we always saw it as like a pretty cool value prop that they had with the bento box, and we wanted to be a part of this for a long time. That said, on the collector side, I can see if you look at this color and you're like, that's just not like new or different or
so what people are saying is the custom color that was supposed to be super unique, they feel like is very close, and it is, to a version that's not even available here in the States, which is common, but it's very close to a color that's already out there. So like if you paid a couple $100 and your main draw was like, I want to collect like this one, you'd be like, I have 4 of these, what are you doing? Totally get it. This is not the only one. Give them a chance, and the color does bang. Yeah, you'll see. I've already seen this guy.
We were talking about this too, and like the thing that'll happen is you'll cancel the subscription, and then the
next one will be the absolute banger, hyper custom one, and you're like, "What am I doing?"
But we're probably gonna look at this box, and I already am.
I just want to show you this freaking.
We're gonna be kind of stoked. All right, go ahead and show.
This is the Scooper Frog in Magnum size. What are we doing?
And then in not Magnum size times 2.
That is so sick. So bottom up, I guess, is the brand. I don't know.
They
it's the only thing in English that I can. They
drop shot and Jika rig.
Oh, brother! And they do have a Texas rig, so it does look like a 5/0 hook that you can pop in there. So I'll show you the back that we're looking at.
That's pretty wild.
Without using Google Translate, I only have so much information. top water, buzz it on top for sure. All the little appendages going to be shaking.
Yep.
And dude, the color wise, that would actually slap on bottom. That's going to stand out like a son of a gun.
This is really neat.
This is
and
fun.
I'm actually excited to drop shot it too.
I'm excited to do everything. That's
Yep.
so cool.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, no.
Go ahead and show them the frog that we wish we could throw right now.
Double kicky feet. Let's go.
Dude, so this is the tackle with the boot tail. This thing is the sprinkler.
The double boot. It's the boot
sprinkler.
feet.
No, that's a replacement.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it's a single boot tail right there that you guys can see.
I thought he had doubles.
And then a replacement that you can thread on
Thank
because it's just
God.
a screw lock. You can thread that on.
Oh,
These frogs are
anything
insane.
on there.
Tackle frogs are nuts. They're also very expensive. So again, we always look into value prop for something like a $200 box of baits. I better be seeing $200+ in value out of this. That would be the goal. So far, I mean, we're seeing some pretty high end ish JDM stuff. I
White
think
Walker.
usually we bought what? 4 things from Hookup,
something like
four orders from Hookup Tackle, and I always feel like we close that gap on value.
I think you break it almost every time, especially when you compare it to other boxes. Like we did the 6 cents comparison for their like Christmas super value when it was on
these
sale.
Guys blew it out of the water.
This absolutely blew it out of the water.
All right, so next up, you hold the box this time. I want to hold up.
Fair enough.
All right. So we've got OSP, the Blitz EXDR, the diver, the super deep diver. Well, not super deep. It's a deep diver, and it's got a really cool colorway on this thing. So it's a 2-inch crankbait, 7/16 of an ounce, and there's a number on here, HU10, so I'm assuming it's like a 10-foot diver, probably 10, 12, maybe deeper. But check this thing out. Ow, 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 ow. Dude, that colorway is sick. Again, you can tell the theme. So it's like this white color. They're going with like a matte finish. There's a hint of purple, like a little radiant colorway going on all of these that you're going to see. And they really knocked it out of the park with this OSP color. That is freaking sick with the opaque lip too. I always liked when you get the opaque lip, that's freaking cool.
The work was done.
Yep. So really nice crankbait. Can't wait to be throwing that. Paul will never get his hands on this. Get out of here.
Fair enough. We got plenty to fight over.
Fair enough. Oh no.
Bro.
I shouldn't have called it so early.
No, you really should not have.
Mistakes have been made.
Just wait till you see the color orange night tiger. What the heck is that? I have not seen a color like that in a long time. Like nothing really like that in a long time.
That is nuts.
High contrast,
Orange
matte
and
finish
gold.
with blue on top. Orange and gold with blue on top with black. Yeah.
I don't even see the blue.
So the 2 baits you get, one is the LV500. You open that bad boy up, but this is
I'm taking this out today.
Yeah, so really good lipless. I think I've got 3 or 4 of these in some different colors, and they keep making their way into the box every single year.
Look at that. Shorty, but a deeper diver. That is freaking sick. You got the blue up top, gold tiger stripes, and then down on the bottom, that orange belly. We're pretty clear water here today, so we won't be fishing these, especially not that one, the lipless on the river. But the river we hit the other week would have been great for this. When we got that darker water.
Chocolate milk.
Yeah, the chocolate milk. This would be ideal for those. So we're going to save these for those conditions.
Yeah, dude.
But needless to say, I always love a Lucky Craft. I think they're made really well.
Yep.
And I'm loving all these matte finishes in this box so far.
Dude, that color is so, and I like getting the match. I don't know why that like is so satisfying to me, but it is
The
pretty
matching
sick.
set.
It's like you get the matchy match.
One more before you get to the Megabass Showcase, because kind of the big pull of the bento box has always been there's going to be a bunch of Megabass baits in there. You're always going to get the Vision 110. You might get a Vision 110 Junior, maybe a deep diver. You're going to get a Junior. You're going to get a Pop Max. You're going to get some sort of crankbait. So we're going to get to those in a second. But first, we got a Depths Evoke 1.2. Oh man, this is sick. I have fished these before. These are killer crankbaits. So we got a little square bill here, matte finish with that little purple design with a crack pattern, and then a chartreuse belly, even red on the gills there. And I love these eyes. These remind me, like the first time I saw these.
Hungry eyes. That's
not what it reminds me of.
That is exactly what it is.
Reminds me of the black and blue pattern from 6 cents back in the day. That was like the first time we experienced
Magic.
these.
What is it called?
Black Magic.
Black Magic, yeah.
These are juicy. Even got, again, another opaque lip on the crankbait there. And they have really nice finesse hooks on this. That I love to see. So this is... I mean, this could bang today. I don't know. We could throw this.
Oh, that one's getting done. Yeah, that'll get bit.
I kind of don't want to.
Not as much as this one, though. This,
oh no!
If you were gonna grab one for the river, it would be this limited color S crank from Megabass. What a giant! So the albino pearl reaction is the color. So all of these baits, they actually all match and they all come in the same color. And this,
you really like. Unfortunately, we're not gonna have the lighting to do this justice, but people have done it on the internet already. They've been kind of showing this off. So at first glance, you're like, white, okay, neat. But then you get up a little bit closer, and it does have this like very subtle like foil pattern to it.
All
All right, let's see. We're going to put some light out. There it is. Now you can see the foil. We did it. So that is what you're going to get. It obviously reflects a lot better in a light condition where it's a little bit brighter out. But yeah, that is what they're talking about when they call this a limited color. It's not just a bone pattern and it's not just white. It's got this iridescent foil pattern to it, which I don't know, we think is really cool.
So that is the S crank. This is, I would fish this today for sure. Stand out like a son of a gun.
Then I was showing you guys the Vision 110. So you get a regular old 110 which is the most reliable jerkbait, like in our opinion.
It's kind of hard to argue,
especially in cold water.
It's also like the most expensive. So we talk about hitting value at $200. This is where you're starting to stack it up because you got $50 just of jerkbaits sitting right here.
Yeah,
because there's another one.
There is another one. Another one.
And then it also comes in the Pop Max, and this is the larger size. This is a sick popper. I mean, it's hard not to love.
I've caught a zillion fish on the bluegill version of that.
Exactly. And like white is, of all the color, I mean, it is one of the, like, if you could only have one, it would be in contention for one of the ones you'd want to have.
Or black.
And they do have the matching skirt in the back. So even the matches the iridescent. So you get the white feather with the streamer material and that green pearl color that matches the body.
That's juicy.
Which again, like, does the fish care? Not so much. Do the collectors care? Yeah.
Also, we have a Vision 110 Junior +1. So we got a deep diver.
That's right, yep.
Which is freaking cool. Honestly, I have none of these. I have one Megabass Vision 110 Junior. I would like to have more.
I think I only have one. I think I brought the one I have.
It's like one of my favorite jerkbaits. I brought mine as well. But I don't have any +1s in the Junior, which is cool.
Till today.
Yeah. I really do like this color. And I don't know if we showed off, but there's like a hint of red right up top, a little dot there, which is also really cool. And dude, I think Megabass just always bangs out of park.
They do. Yeah, no, it's hard to argue, but like, it's one of those you get what you pay for situations. They're very expensive, and it is really hard to justify. Like, it's really cool when you get them, and then the day you lose them, you're like, that was not worth it. Like, I totally understand. And look, this may not be for you. We're totally fine with that. It's for somebody, and that's why we're showing it to you. And it's also stuff that we're trying to get into a little bit more and trying to dip our toes in the water, so to speak, along with a crankbait that we hopefully don't get hooked on.
Truth. We did get an angry comment the other day, which is really interesting and a good segue of this topic to wrap up this video, where someone was like, I thought you guys were the aggressively average anglers.
Oh, yeah.
And now you bought a $400 rod, which we didn't buy. It was sent to us by Great Lakes Finesse, and we called it out in that video. But also, what I responded gently-ish to this person, what I said to this person was simply this: we're always going to purchase or have things sent to us from both sides of the spectrum and all across the middle. Like, our goal with this channel is to test out everything that exists in fishing, and that does include higher end gear. We also had a ton of requests in our comments and messages and DMs for us to test out higher end gear, because people are thinking about spending their hard-earned money.
People who are also like that. People who are also aggressively average. The name aggressively average, you can get on the aggressive side where you're like, look, I just want to go spend money and buy new stuff and try it because it sounds good to me. There's also the average side where it's just like, I'm going to try the cheap stuff too. You got to have both sides of the spectrum. That's why we named the channel what we do. We are not professional fishermen, right? We're here to test it. We are professional time expenditures and money expenditures. Okay, that's what we do. We get after it. We like to be outside. Somebody else is like, you guys don't fish. This is like week 3 of the season without ice. Okay,
there's water. We're going to fish.
It was today. It was. If you guys don't know, we are also both full-time parents. We both have full-time jobs, and we do this
3-4 jobs. You have this and your job.
Always got to have another
jobs,
job. So. This is very much a 9 o'clock to 1 a.m. job for us. So look, if it's not the video you ordered from us, I'm sorry, we didn't get your order. We just make what we make, and we hope you enjoy it.
It's all good. You know, it is what it is. Not everybody's going to love it, and that's totally fine. Honestly, with this stuff, buy it or don't. We think it's cool. We're going to show stuff that we think is cool. We're going to show stuff that we think is not cool, and we're going to say that it's not cool. So if that seems appealing to you, then you might want to subscribe to the channel, smash a like on this video, and catch us for the next one, because speaking of 9 to something o'clock, it's 9:30. We got to go fish.
River o'clock, baby.
All right, so our buddy's coming in with a boat in about 3 minutes. What if he rolled up right now?
Dude,
that would have been on cue, perfect.
Right across the road.
But he let me down and he didn't show up. It's okay. Again, our buddy Ted, his link will be in the description below. If you want to take a trip up to Michigan to fish some of our best smallmouth fisheries, you should book with him.
With one of the kindest gentlemen that is out there. I have no problem saying that. He has donated on our lives to causes that we support, like autism anglers and Dana-Farber Cancer Research. Without even asking, he's like, I'll do it. And then people have gone out with him and they catch a bunch of fish and they have a bunch of fun. Check out Ted. He's the man.
All right, we love you guys. We'll catch you next time. Okay, bye. Go fish.